very cool to add Kage to that list, as well as, of course, Sakura by Kusanagi, who we are going to bring on to interview right now. Howdy do, man. Congratulations, first of all.
Hey, guys. Thank you.
So you got second place in the past in this event. You've certainly taken your share of wins, but you've also been in grand finals top 3 situations without actually getting it. What changed in your play or in the region or anything like that to make this the one that you end up on top?
What I changed? I actually had a really open mining experience with, or not experience, but a chat with Samurai, which I know you guys know. He's a strong player from West Coast, and we chatted about mindfulness and how not to drag with us our errors from the past. And overall, I just changed my mentality over these couple months. That's all I changed, actually.
That's awesome, because honestly, going into this set, one of the things that we always highlighted about you was the fact that you're kind of unshakable. You're very confident in your game plan, and you rarely get thrown off of it by your opponent. And it seems to have only enhanced after the conversation with Samurai, right? I really love just the mental aspect of it, so I'm glad that you looked at that as a place to improve, right? Because I feel like so many players kind of get bogged up and kind of obsessed with doing something in game, right? When out of game is just as much of an improvement. So, how do you feel? What led to that moment? Where did you say, I have to concentrate on something outside of the game? Something has to change with the way I think to kind of go through that plateau.
I actually started looking for answers in that matter since last year when I played MENA in last year's CPT. I actually placed second 2 times in last year. And I think that's really what I've been looking for. I need to stop being so strict with myself. I'm a really kind of perfectionist. If I train something for hours and hours, I expect myself to actually do it well when it counts. And when it doesn't actually work, I get mad at myself, and I just threw that out.
That is awesome.
We saw you go with Sakura. We then saw you go with Kage. Can you talk with us about the reason for those 2 character selections? Why would you pick one or the others? Character-based, player-based? What's going
on? I think bots play mostly the same. Like, the neutral game is pretty similar. And there's not a technical reason for that. I just really like edgy characters like Kage.
Man.
and I really like Sakura. I've always played her whenever I can, and I just like the characters. I really enjoy them.
That's awesome. I'm an Edgelord fan myself, so you know what I'm saying? I'm always about picking those type of characters. But yeah, dude, congrats. That was an amazing run. Before we get out of here, I just want to give you the floor to talk about what you want to talk about, give your shout-outs, or just a message to the Capcom Cup participants that you're going to be facing in the future.
Thank you all for the support. I know I've disappointed a lot of people in the couple of years where I played second, but I think I actually had a really good traction with winning EVO and Intel World Open, so I was really confident this time. The only person I really was worrying about was Solving, which you saw. And a lot of people don't know this, but he's my training partner. And he's a really strong person when it comes to analyzing people. So he actually knows all of myself, my play style. He knows it from everywhere. So I was really worried to get matched against him, but I got lucky, honestly.
Well, but before we let you go, I'm curious on that note. Can you talk more about the scene in Mexico and Central America and how you feel about the level of play there as compared to the rest of the world?
Sure. So these few years, I think Latin America in general has been leveling up, and we usually, like I've said this many times before, but I feel like we get used as a stepping stone for Dominican Republic and PR and USA. But this couple of years, I think we've improved our way of leveling up. Like I think we used to have some elitism in the community, and that's gone, I think. And we try to improve ourselves and study, and that's been really helpful.
That's awesome to hear, right? Because that's kind of one of the similar things you hear about all the regions that have a lot of success is that they kind of put their egos to the side and they just play against each other constantly. So that's kind of where the region has gone now that you're saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
All right, awesome. Kusanagi, once again, congratulations for qualifying for Capcom Cup, taking Central America West 2, getting that monkey off your back and following the momentum of the EVO and Intel World Open wins. I mean, yeah, last words, my man?
Gracias a todos los que me ven en español. Saludos a toda la gente de México. ¡Vámonos al Ángel!
That's what I'm talking about, baby. We're going to see Kusanagi in Capcom Cup 8 very soon. I can't wait to see it, my man. Thanks again. And yeah, we're going to be getting out of here on Capcom Cup, or here at Capcom Pro Tour very soon. But yeah, it was cool to hear him also highlight the fact that it was all about that mental thing and not taking the baggage going forward, right? We actually talked about that during the set, how these premier athletes always say you got to have a short memory. You can't take those mistakes into the games going ahead. And I'm glad that Kusanagi has had that revelation himself. Of course, Samurai, one of the premier cerebral minds in fighting games, to be quite honest. Always a fun chat to have with him. So thank you all once again for tuning in here at the Capcom Pro Tour. Again, big ups to Kusanagi.